What's up, guys? I hope y'all. What? What's up, guys? It's me, your boy Magaso, and I hope you guys are doing alright. So, a long time ago, let's say about a year and a half maybe, when I had first started streaming, I was given the distinct honor of being able to fight and interview Bafael. Now, if you don't know who Bafael is, he is the one guy whose videos has helped millions of fighting game enthusiasts around the globe. Essentially, he teaches people how to play fighting games because in the interview you were about to see, he explains why that is. I won't spoil it here, I'll let you see it. I had the stream up, but for some reason, I don't know if YouTube took it down or I don't know what happened, but some of my streams from my past streams when I first started are gone from YouTube. Luckily for me though, I have a backup hard drive where while I'm streaming, I'm also recording and it's saved to my hard drive. Just to be on the safe side and to make sure that this video doesn't get deleted again from YouTube, I just have the interview portion of me and Bafael speaking. I had promised him from a while ago because he, I think he came to me and either he was the one who told me that it was missing or I stumbled upon finding out that it was missing. I can't remember. But I told him that I'd fix it and this is me fixing that right now. So without further ado, here is the interview of me and Bafael during my stream. I hope you guys enjoy it and I will see y'all later. Y'all take it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the guy who just kicked my ass on fucking stream. I am interviewing the one, the only Bafael. This man is responsible for fucking, he put together, like, if you have watched frame data videos on YouTube, you have definitely ran across one of his videos. He did Street Fighter, he did Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter, this third strike he just beat, he did Street Fighter 3, he, as you could see, 20, 30 wins to nothing. Listen, first off, I have to say, it is an honor to get my ass handed to me by someone who I consider to be a fucking big man, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I really want you to know, me and everyone in the FGC here in the Bahamas, we have to say thank you for doing like the work that you do. Are you still working with shoutout.com?
Technically yes, but Shoryuken's in a little bit of a weird place right now, but I don't know how much about that I'm allowed to say.
Oh, okay,
so
alright.
They had some ad issues, like with the ad providers, and then people were unwilling to move forward with that, I think.
Alright, well that's cool, I understand that. Alright. So what got you into like doing frame data like on YouTube for like other people and whatever? Like where was the inspiration, or you just did it because that's something that you like to do?
I mean, so the thing about fighting games is before about Street Fighter 4 era, every single person, I got off my kid, I'm getting challenged.
That's okay.
Before Street Fighter 4 era, everyone was really bad at fighting games, I would say, at pretty much every fighting game. And one of the big issues that the community was facing was that there weren't a whole lot of content creators on the internet who were willing to put out like basic tutorials and stuff. And of course, you know, someone can't make a video and then take your hands and move them across the stick for you. There's a lot of work you have to do for yourself in fighting games. But also there's a lot of stuff where it's not really obvious why something works that the pros were doing, and there was this big disconnect that prevented the beginners from kind of getting to that level. So I was already playing Street Fighter before Street Fighter 4, and when Street Fighter 4 rolled around, it was like all these new people getting into the scene, because it was kind of like the new Street Fighter 2, and Street Fighter 2 was a game that, you know, people actually played. So I was just trying to make an easy. I was someone who the scene exploded. It was like 1,000 people for every one person before. So you needed someone who already knew like the basics, you know, the cancels and like the confirming, these basic fighting game concepts. You need someone who was already familiar with them to kind of explain them to other people. So I wanted to get my start doing that. Okay. And I wanted to make it so a lot of people had a lot of trouble back then getting into fighting games, and I wanted it to be like, you know, the only thing that was stopping you from getting into fighting games was you. It wasn't like the mystery of fighting games that was preventing you from getting into it. I was trying to remove that mystery, I guess.
All right. Well, that's cool. I appreciate that. Well, that's good because the thing what I enjoy about watching your videos, and I've watched every single one. I have it up on my stream right now. I showing like all the videos that he has, right, like this is all of his work, all of this shit, like all of this and plenty more. But what I appreciate about your videos is the fact that you're like extremely thorough, and then sometimes what I also do appreciate is the fact that if you like make a mistake, like you're willing and able to like say, hey, well, I fucked this up, so yeah, here's another video correcting what I said because it's whatever. Especially like how the recent patches came out for Street Fighter 5, and they fucking give my boy Abigail the Nerf bat again for the umpteenth time, but it's whatever. But I really appreciate I'm sure a lot of people appreciate like what you do for the fighting game community. Have you seen it? Has it done anything for you? Like, have you seen anything happen because of it aside from like people like me letting you know that they appreciate it, like as an other and obviously sure you can picking you up.
Yeah.
I know you tell me they're in a weird place right now, but I get it. But you know,
I do like being a little tiny celebrity or whatever. It's nice to have a little circle where people are genuinely appreciative of the stuff I've done. It hasn't been a whole lot of work for me to do those things. I mean, obviously I put time into it, but it doesn't feel like I put time into it because I enjoy it so much.
Okay.
So you know, I'm glad that I'm like almost like a household name, at least in Street Fighter. So that's like, you know, I'm very honored to all the people who ever recognize me for any reason.
That's cool.
But also, you know, I can't lie. There's been a little bit of a financial stake in it too, because every time I upload a video to YouTube and it gets an ad or whatever, someone watches the ad, I get a penny. So it's supplemented me financially as well.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I started streaming so I could try and make money on my end, but you know, that's a slow grind for me right now. All the way in the Bahamas. On top of which, me and a bunch of other content creators, not just like video gamers, but people who do content on YouTube, we're really trying to push for YouTube to like get the Bahamas to be like on the list to be eligible for like different things, you know. Like for us to be eligible for get partnerships and whatever, like the super chat and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I you know, everyone's like on the fence with all these different other platforms that they could that you could stream on, but I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So you know that's how I feel about it, at least, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm still glad someone's out there like doing the heavy work. Let me say it like that.
Hey
like,
guys,
the heavy work.
Maybe 3D now.
Do this out. But have you ever like aside? Well, you get someone from the Bahamas telling you congratulations. Have you ever heard of anyone from like different countries giving you props or anything like that? Like, or any one of the famous has any one of the famous FGC folks ever hit you up and be like, hey, you know, thank you, or you know, like try to one-on-one you like that or whatever? Because I know Third Strike is your fucking game. Because I mean, obviously you just beat the fuck out of me just now. And it was like, and I have to say this for the people on stream. When I messaged Bafael about, because I was going on a wing and a prayer, because I thought you would have been like busy as fuck. I was like, I don't have no time for this dude from the Bahamas, you know, fuck this nigga. But I was like, but when I said, hey, you want to play Third Strike with me? You was like, what, Third Strike? Let's go, babe. Let's go now.
Yeah, that was me. I don't want to name names.
That's fine.
They would get mad if I did it.
That's fine.
Well, maybe I could a few. Shen was one of the people who like kind of propped me up early on. I think he followed me on Twitter. He was like, he always keeps his ear to the ground super low whenever the fighting game content creators are kind of up and coming. So I think he retweeted me and followed me for a bunch of different things. Got some people in Singapore who are kind of fans. The thing about a lot of the pros is that my stuff is a lot of times catered mostly to beginners or intermediate players, and the pros are kind of past that level. So sometimes I'll hop into a stream chat and the commentators will be like, oh, hey, that's Bath right there, and then they'll all say hi or whatever. But generally speaking, in my experience, the people who are like, you know, winning tournaments and stuff, they only kind of know who I am, you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, doesn't he have a YouTube, but they've never watched anything. That's how it goes sometimes, though. It's whatever. I'm trying to reach out to the greatest number of people, not the most important people.
Well,
or, you know.
I appreciate, you know what, the fact that you said that, I really appreciate. That makes me respect you a lot more. Like, seriously, I have said this to one of my best friends, and he's at work. He really wanted to watch this stream, but yes, Renique, he is nice, yes. So, oh Jesus, I got someone in my chat asking me if you married. We're not gonna ask this man if he married. watch him get in trouble with your fucking wife or your girlfriend. You behave yourself. Stop your shit. I ain't into that shit. Anyway, no, but I seriously respect you that. What do you see yourself continuing this like future wise or going forward? Like if Street Fighter 6 comes out, what do you expect in it? You know.
I have no idea when that's happening, but I don't see anything stopping me in the future.
Well, that's good. Listen, man, we all appreciate that.
I'm glad to hear it.
We all appreciate that. What do you expect? Who's your favorite? Well, obviously, Aura is your favorite character. I have to ask, and this is something I personally wanted to ask you. Like, I was like, if I ever get to talk to Barfield, I'll ask him this question. Now that Aura is gonna be in Street Fighter 5, legitimately, are you gonna pick him up in 5?
I mean, I won't know truly until I play him, but am I gonna like download him day one and start trying to lab him and whatnot? Yeah. I will try my hardest to main him, and unless something just absolutely not click, he's gonna be my main, I hope.
All right, good, because fuck, your Aura is
completely
unpredictable. I can't hold him for nothing. I can't hold that motherfucker for nothing. He's a slippery bastard. All right, no. I want to get your opinion on one thing. Me and a group of my friends, I want, like, this is the first time I'm interviewing someone on stream, so you should give yourself a pat on the back for that.
Right.
Me and my friends was talking about like how Street Fighter 4 transitioned into Street Fighter 5, and a lot of people were saying like all of the pros, like when Street Fighter 5 came out, they just immediately dropped 4. And like, because that's why whenever I play Friday Night Fights, I always play Street Fighter 4 first. I always do, because I love that fucking game. Especially when Hugo came out, I was like, oh yes, my nigga, my boy in Street Fighter 4. Oh yeah, give me that. So I always used to play 4, and we had our tournaments here too, and our IFGC up here. I used to play in tournaments up here too. It was fun. But what's your take on like where is the community for Street Fighter 4? Because like if you play Street Fighter 4 online now, you get a bunch of people who like, you know, like none of I don't see that much people streaming for, like, not like some of the greats, quote unquote. Like I don't see no Daigos playing for no more. I don't like like when 5 came out, all the energy was immediately just poured into 5. What was your thoughts on that? Did that make you upset? Did that make you, because we was like
a little upset,
because we was like before. Sorry to cut you off. Before my last point, because my friend was like, and he compared what happened to the like, well, more or less contrasted. He contrasted it to what like the Smash community would do, because the Smash community, they still play fucking melee, and they get the fucking CRTs. They buy a shit ton of CRTs. And hook them up, and they play them. They play them shits competitively. So it's like, so why y'all just drop 4 like that? Like, what the fuck? Are y'all going to 5? And then furthermore, when 5 came out, it was garbage when it first came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, this game is trash." They didn't even go back to 4. They just kept playing 5. So it was like, yeah. Anyway, what's your take on that? I can let you go.
So first of all, I was shocked that 4 dropped off that hard. I thought that I thought 4 would still be at tournaments, you know, because you still got the TVs, you still got all the Street Fighter players meeting up. Yeah. I thought it would be like a side game, and people would still play it, and then people would play 4 plus 5. So I got no idea why that isn't happening. I understand why people are going to 5, even if the average person won't make money playing fighting games. It's enticing when you go to a tournament to be like playing the game that does have money in it, you know what I mean? So it's like, in case you ever do get good, maybe you'll be able to win a big tournament that people care about, where like there's a lot of cash on the line. Capcom's like funneling the money or whatever. Compared to Street Fighter 4, every event I've seen, and there haven't been that many for whatever reason, every event I've seen, people are generally just doing it for free, you know what I mean? The thing about Melee is that compared to, there aren't that many people, from what I can tell, in Smash community still playing Smash for Wii U or Smash Brawl or something like that. When people play an old game, there needs to be something about it that's really unique to make you actually want to go back and play it. And Street Fighter 3 obviously has that, because you've got the parry mechanic, and Street Fighter 4 and 5 just don't have that at all. And while Street Fighter 4 has some things that are really unique, I feel like a lot of what niche it had has kind of been absorbed by Street Fighter 5, so I would guess that's why people aren't playing it anymore. Although I do think it's disappointing, and I wish that people were playing it even now. What do you mean?
Like the stuff like that Ninja has? You said that just now. like the
Yeah.
stuff the stuff that
That
five
people
has
don't
is
want
in
to go
four.
back to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anyone who wants to. I don't know if there are that many people who are like, man, I like Street Fighter 5, but I really wish I could go back and play a game with focus attacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I wish I could play a game with 4-bar sleepers. Like usually, most of the mechanics of 5 are just ripped straight from 4. And there are some new mechanics, and people have really split opinions on the new mechanics. A lot of people don't like V triggers, for example.
Mm.
So those people could, if they like 4, they could go back and play 4. But I think that there's few enough of those people that there's not really an interest in doing that for whatever reason.
Yeah, it boggles my mind still because it's like 4 is still a good game, and it was like,
Yeah,
and it's
I
like
agree.
when I was talking with my friend about it, he would say like you actually gonna play Street Fighter 4 on stream after, because when I first started streaming, because I first started streaming on YouTube and then I started streaming like everywhere else, because
Yeah.
I just started using Restream.io, and it was like, he's like, you really can play Street Fighter 4? Like, I was like, what's wrong with that? He's like, because the only people who play in Street Fighter 4 right now are murderers. And I'm like,
That's yeah. I've kind of seen that. A lot of the people who still play are diehards.
Yeah.
But then there's always the people who just kind of have it because they bought it for the PS4 or whatever. When it came out for that.
yeah, because it's like, man, Jesus Christ. And I like, when I got Steam, like the first game, one of the first games I bought with money was Street Fighter 4, and I got that when it was on sale. That was like the winter sale. It was $7. I was like, yeah, give me that please.
Cheap.
Yeah, Steam had that for $7. I was like, what? Give me that please, thank you. I'll take that.
What's the online like nowadays? If you're playing on the Steam version, can you still find games if you're looking
Yeah.
through rank or whatever?
Yeah, I definitely find games on the online version. No doubt in my
Alright.
mind. The competition does be stiff though. I can't even lie about that shit. It does be crazy. So
Yeah, I believe
that's how it does be for me. Yeah, at least you know what I'm saying. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I still just have fun. Like one of the things I like about myself is the fact that I'm a person who doesn't like, I'm not like a salty guy, like the whole thing is I just got beat 30 to nothing, but I like playing games, and I like playing fighting games especially because I like having fun, like and people just like
Yeah.
lose the fun aspect of things. Like when competition just gets stiff, they just be like, oh, that's when people just get like salty and mad and breaking controllers and shit. And I just ain't into that. I don't have time
Yeah,
for
of
that
course.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, man, it's whatever, man. Just have some fun with the shit, man. Like, why y'all freaking yourself out like that, babe? It's whatever, man.
Yeah, it's good in the long run to play strong players too, because that's the fast track to getting strong yourself is when you get exposed to the cheap
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
and you get to pick up the cheap stuff yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree, because even when we had the game room up here, we're like in the Bahamas, we had like 4 game rooms. We had 2 malls. Now that's been reduced to 1. And we had like 2 other game rooms, other places. We got one in the bowling alley, but it ain't the same.
Yeah, of course.
Is like the bowling alley, and the guy who used to run the game room in the mall, he owns the machines in the bowling alley, but it just ain't the same because no one is being there like that, and then it's like it just don't feel arcadey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get ya.
Yeah, but even here we is always be like, man, that's how you get better. You gotta get beat plenty times, man. That's how you get better at fighting games, man. Why you don't get mad? You getting beat? You can learn. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
That's the consensus across the board. Anyway, I won't take up too much of your time. I getting set to go, probably go cook me something to eat or something. I gotta end my
Right.
stream soon. It's been an honor, and I hope to fight you again sometime. I hope
yeah.
to get beat by you again sometime.
Anytime where I'm free and you're free, I'm willing to do it.
No problem. Thank you so much for letting me interview you. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. And once again, from every fighting game person here in the Bahamas, I speaking for all of the people in the FGC in the Bahamas. I know someone knows your name, 'cause I know your name, and
Yeah, of course.
every time I meet with them, I just be like, you ain't been watching Barfield videos? Fuck.